Yoo-hoo, it's Luhu, and I'm Cindy Young. I'm the designer behind Luhu Stitches, and I'm here today for another Flosstube in 15. And definitely I will be 15 today because I just don't have a ton of stuff to say. Anyway, I'm coming at you from my family room today. And I just have what I want to talk about today is just a new release, some Stitchy acquisitions, and kind of one of my other hobbies that I'm sort of into lately, and I think it has to do with fall. Anyway, so let's get started. So I've had a new release that's just come out in the last week or so, and it is the beginning of the last of the Little Fling collection, and it is Winter Fling. So I'm going to try and get this close and somewhat centered so you can get a good look at it. But I've got mittens on this. I've got some mistletoe. That's mistletoe right there, in case you were wondering. Hearts. It's supposed to encompass all of winter. Some little wintry swirls and snowflakes. So this is the banner piece for the winter Little Fling series. And if you look, I meant to grab that. It's always something I forget to grab. Anyway, if you go on my website or on my Etsy shop, you can see the December one, which was out, oh gosh, 2 years ago probably. And it has a little mistletoe on it and some hearts, and it's real cute. Anyhow, so this is now available online in my shops, in my Etsy shop, and at my website, and I'm loading today or yesterday. Well, this is Friday, but you're watching this on probably after Friday. And I'm loading the paper one, but PDFs are already available. And yeah, so you can get it, and it's already at my distributors or on its way to my distributors, and there are shops that already have this in stock. So you can find this lots of places, and I hope you'll find it a fun little stitch. Just use 4 different threads and only one specialty thread. I used Classic Colorworks Cupid for the red because I just really liked how it went from a really deep, almost burgundy red to a Christmassy red, all on the same strand. Anyway, so it gave a lot of depth, I thought. So, go check it out. All right, so that's my new release. All right. So, I have been feeling a little crafty lately, and my sister, who is Quilt Heart, you can find her on Etsy. She sells quilt fabrics. She sells some quilt patterns, and she sells some of my cross stitch designs. She buys felt from a vendor on, well, actually, I'm not sure if she buys felt from this gal. Anyway, so scratch that. It's been quite a week, right? So this is November 6th. I think it's been a crazy week. I'm having a hard time focusing. Anyway, the name of this is Little Deer, and she does these cute little felt kits. So in the kit, I got the little mushroom and the bunny and the fox, and then everything's in it. So all the felt pieces I need, a needle, any floss, and even the stuffing, all in the kit. Really, really cute packaging. So this piece, this piece was in the front, and this thing was, you know, came like that. Really super cute. So the pattern is in here, and instructions and everything you need to do it. So I just need to do it. Anyway, they're just little in-hand projects that you can do. littledeer.com. I will link her below along with my sister. And anyway, littledeer.com. Super cute. And she's got lots of other things. They were like a gnome and a mushroom. She's got, this is like one small kit for woodland type creatures. And, but she has a huge kit that you can get. I think it's a kit. It's either a PDF pattern or it's the whole kit. I can't remember. Lots and lots of stuff. So go check her out. She's really cute. But I do plan on doing these. Because it'd be like, seriously, you could probably do this in an evening. Very easy. Then I don't even remember how this came up. How I came across it. I think I was just perusing Etsy and I saw this pattern and was like, have to have it. So this was sent to me from England, from the UK, but it's in English and in French. You can get this pattern, and I think I chose to get the French because I just like maman poulets. My French accent isn't great, but I know that's what it says. So basically mama chickens. But look at, they're so adorable. Just adorable with I just loved it. The colors were awesome. It's mostly in Gentle Arts threads. Actually, all of this is Gentle Arts. However, she does give DMC conversions. So, and then all the directions are in French. So I was typing the directions into my translator on Google. Because some of them I could figure out. I had some French in high school, but, and I still remember a little bit. But some of it I was like, I don't know what that means. But you know what? It's a basic chart. I mean, I can't really show it to you, but and she does it in color, which I really like. I mean, I sell my charts in black and white mostly, but I prefer to work from a color chart. It's just the way my brain works. Anyway, the name of the designer is Marielle Zhang Pujol, and her company is called Filigram. I will link this. I know I found this on Etsy, so I will link this on Etsy for you, and came all the way from the UK. That was kind of fun. And it got here fairly quickly. I was really surprised, given the current situation. And this, I bought that before Election Day, but anyway, the other one that I got, and I've ordered from this gal before, it's called Stitches Through the Years. It's the name of her Etsy shop, and she has like little birds that she does, really cute. But this one just caught my eye. Had to have it. And then I reached out to Acorns and Threads to buy thread for it because, of course, I had to have all the called for threads, because look at the pumpkin. That's a classic, I think that's a classic Colorworks thread that the pumpkin is done in. Anyway, there were a couple Gentle Arts threads on here, and Janine didn't have those at Acorns and Threads, and so I just substituted them with the DMC because they were fairly small areas. But I got to start on the guy, so I've got him going pretty good. And there he is, and the colors are beautiful. And this is a Jobelin, and I can't remember what it's called, what the color is, but it's just a neutral, and I think it'll be really nice. I think I didn't leave a lot of space for myself at the bottom, so that'll be fun. Yeah, I did all kinds of figuring, and I thought, oh yeah, I've got it. This piece of fabric will be perfect. I think it's going to be really tight, but as long as I'm not over the edge, I think it'll be fine, because this is the length of his pants, and then there's just a couple, like maybe 3 more rows under that. So I know at least it's going to be okay from the middle to the bottom. We'll see what it's like from the middle to the top. Anyway, I didn't need to start that, it's kind of like going to start it anyway. Whatever. So I will, link is below. Stitches Through the Years. Many, many cute things. Lana Lenskaya, so I think she's a Russian designer, who prices herself appropriately for the American dollar. You know, a lot of times people are like, oh, the Russians, if it's priced like $3, it's too much. Well, I decided one day, well, what is the exchange rate between the dollar and the ruble right now? And because the Russians use rubles, and it's something like, it's a crazy big number of rubles to the dollar. I can't remember exactly what it was. So, for instance, if you go on Etsy and you see a pattern you like, I mean, obviously try to make sure that it's an actual designer selling it, because there are people out there who are ripping people off. But if, you know, it's like $3 and it's this beautiful complex design, just remember they're probably putting in how much they would charge in Russia for it. You know, because like $3 could be like 3,000 rubles or something like that. Now, check your own, you know, you can go on Google and check your exchange rate for rubles to dollars. But anyway, it helped me think about new criteria when I look on Etsy and I see a Russian designer. Because, yeah, the ruble's not doing too good against the dollar. Of course, everything could go haywire at any time, so, but we won't get into that. Okay, so I think a lot of people who do any kind of needlework have more than one needlework that they do. So, for instance, my mom did cross stitch, but she was also mainly a quilter. My sister does cross stitch, but she's a quilter. Some people do cross stitch and they knit. Some people do quilting and cross stitching and knitting. I like to crochet, and I get into it and then I put it aside and I don't do much with it. But it's truly a hobby for me. It's not something I can ever see myself designing for. But recently, I just felt like I wanted to crochet. So I had this project that I'd been working on for years. And I had always wanted, I had this chunky, fun, you know, really rich orange yarn. And I started doing a basket weave on it, a pattern on it. And I had wanted to make it into a pillow. And originally my thought was, you know, a regular square pillow. So I got, you know, I got it about the right width. And then I got done with it and I'm like, or I got, you know, what would be the front. And I'm like, I'm tired of doing this. And I thought, well, if I just do a couple more rows, I can make it into a bolster type pillow. So that's what this is. And then I just did some round things here and then just crocheted it right to the end. I can never get the pillow out to wash it or anything, but here we go. It's a bolster pillow. It's cool. My husband's like, why do we need another pillow? Because you can never have too many pillows, right? And it's all soft and squishy and cozy and warm, and that's just what we need right now because it's fall. And it's finally getting to be fall where I live. This is our first like day that we aren't going to hit the 70s, and which is amazing. Usually by now I think I'm going to go slightly over. Okay, so then last week I went to Hobby Lobby and I saw this really soft orange yarn and I had to buy it. It's so soft. It's like, I don't know, like a cloud. It's so soft. Anyway, I want to make a pumpkin. So that's my intention, is to make a pumpkin. So I need to get it a little more round like this. Then I will cinch up the top and the bottom and squish it. Fill it with stuffing and squish it and put a handle on it, a stem on the pumpkin. So maybe I'll have that done. It's going pretty quick. I am doing post stitches on it, these are basically post stitches. That's how you get the basket weave. If you're familiar with crochet, I'm not doing a tutorial on crochet. Anyway, and then I got some other yarn because then I'm like, my son-in-law he's a barista and a coffee roaster, and kind of the uniform is they wear beanies. So I thought I wanted to make my son-in-law a beanie for Christmas. So, oh my gosh, I'm having issues. And I'm probably I'm pulling stuff out. Doggone it. Anyway, so I started a beanie. This is it's a beanie that you work from the center. So hopefully that's going to be big enough. I don't know. I just pulled a bunch of stitches out, which now I'm ticked about. Anyway, got it. And then it's so weird because on a thing of yarn, on the paper thing, it'll say recommended needle size or recommended hook size, and it said 7 millimeters. I'm like, because I'm used to the letter, A, B, C, D, E, F, G sizing, and anyway, got home and realized this is a G hook. I bought a new hook, a 7 millimeter hook, or 4.5 millimeter hook, and I'm like, I didn't need to buy this. Why don't they have G on there? I don't know. These are it's a Hobby Lobby brand, so I don't know. Whatever. So I bought, you saw that yarn. It's sort of it kind of looks like a black, but it's actually like a dark coffee brown. Like a dark roast. It's like a dark roast. Anyway, and then I bought some other ones because then, of course, I've got to make something for my daughter. She's got to have a beanie too. So I bought some pretty yarns. So anyway, that's everything for today. I'm at 17 minutes, way over 15 minutes. And me just babbling on. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial last week. And just give me a thumbs up. Again, ask any questions you want to, start any conversations you'd like. Subscribe, hit the bell, say hi, whatever. Have a great weekend, everyone. Happy stitching.